What's going on, Minnesota? Just wanted to celebrate some victories here today. So we have Hannah, who's had an amazing journey here in the office. So, I met you out at LA Fitness.
Yep.
What were your initial thoughts? Like, why were you like, all right, this dude with crazy hair, like, fine, I'll come into the office.
Yeah. Well, I've had back issues for 2 years, and a couple of friends have tried to push me into chiropractor, and I was always like, no, I'm not going to go. And he had stopped me and asked me to do like a little short exam, and I fell for it, and I was like, sure, why not? I'll come in. I want my health to be good, and I'll take a look and see what you have to say. So that was why I came in.
Yeah, and so, things just went from there. Obviously, like low back pain, neck pain, those things are some of the most common issues that we see in the office. See them every day. Things that definitely are concerning to me too, like I don't want anybody to have to deal with those issues. But, we do a full exam history to see exactly what's going on, and I did see some other things that were concerning as well. I'm sure at the time you had no idea how those things are actually connected to your spine and nervous system.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about that. Like, what was like the light that turned on that you knew like, oh, maybe there is a connection?
Yeah, so initially when we took x-rays, I was stunned at what my spine looked like. I didn't have any clue at all. I learned a lot coming in. I learned a lot about what the nervous system, how the spine helps and whatnot with every single part of your body. Your digestive system, which is something that I've always struggled with, and a couple other things. But I think that seeing the exam and seeing my x-rays was just alarming, and it was something that I knew I needed to get fixed, and that's about it.
Yeah, no question, just because most of us have no idea what our spine actually looks like until things get really bad. And when I go out and do shows at like senior expos, for example, like if people only knew what you knew now, I'm sure they would have taken action and tried to change something ahead of time. So yeah, you have done an amazing job. Like you've been super consistent with your visits, which definitely all comes together to produce awesome results. And like that was something that blew me away. After our first re-exam, just to see where you're at. The low back pain is one thing, but you started listing off all these other things that kind of just disappeared.
Right, exactly.
And what were like a few of those things that you've been dealing with?
Yeah, so I was having pressure headaches, so every time I stood up I would get these crazy migraines, also like some dizziness probably once a week, and it didn't even occur to me that after just a few visits it completely stopped, and we sat back down after like 10 visits or so, and we started going through the things that I had issues with, and I was alarmed, like, what? I haven't had that in 3-4 weeks, and I didn't even realize it was helping. Another thing is that I have always struggled with grinding my teeth and clenching my jaw when I sleep, and that's something that has been completely eliminated, and I didn't even realize that this is something that could help. I spent thousands of dollars at the dentist, and I have continued to have problems, and coming here I've noticed a complete change, and it's been amazing.
Thousands of dollars trying to fix it.
Thousands, like thousands of dollars.
It's amazing because we don't charge that much, that's for sure. So.
No, not at all.
Yeah, so I remember you talking about like ringing in the ears, dizziness. Like those things cleared up.
Completely.
Yeah, and I think that is just amazing, just because it's not necessarily me healing you. I don't do anything necessarily to heal you, right? The really true meaning of doctor means teacher, and then along with that, like healer. So what we do is just get your body to a state where it is able to heal, removing that interference, allowing your body to actually function and feel like it's supposed to, just because I personally don't believe you're meant to be dealing with like ringing in the ears, dizziness, clenching the jaw that, so bad that you like wake up in the middle of the night.
Painful.
Yeah. I don't think that's a normal condition that humans are supposed to deal with. So it's just a common thing that we see when there's issues with the spine, the nervous system that is controlling every function of the body. So, I love, having people like you in the office who have been super committed and just like believe in you. You believe in that your body is able to heal and function like it's supposed to, and that's who gets results.
Exactly.
So that's why we want to like share with you guys, just because these are all common issues. I mean, tons of people, you guys know other people are dealing with these things, but they're not necessarily normal. So, these are things that you don't necessarily have to be dealing with, and things that we help with people every day here in the office. So, thank you so much for sharing your experience, your story, your journey.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure just from this, you're going to help at least one person out there who is dealing with similar things. So,
I do hope so.
Yeah.
Like, share, comment.
Wow, didn't even have to throw the plug in there myself. Cool. So thanks, guys, and
Thank you.
thanks, Hannah.